crafters, thank you so much for stopping by. So in today's video, I am going to be showing you how I created the pinwheel for this card. After I uploaded this video, I had a request from someone that wanted to know how I made this pinwheel part. So I thought I would just come on here and show you how I did it. So let's get started. Okay, so you're going to start off with a piece of 6x6 pattern paper. And then you need to decide what part you want to be on the inside. So for example, on my card, what's on the inside are these little, what are the pinwheel parts? Because when you open it up, that's what you see on the inside. So for this example, I want this part, my little circles here, to be on the inside. So I'm going to turn it upside down and I'm going to score at 1.5 on all 4 sides. So you'll just keep doing 1.5, scoring, turning your paper, and then our last one here is like that. Okay, so now what I like to do is I like to burnish my score lines so that I can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and fold and burnish all my score lines. And then we're going to cut off each of the 4 corners, but we want to make sure that we cut off the score line. So I always cut on this example, I'm going to cut on the right side of that score mark, because you don't want it to be very long, because when you put that corner inside the other one. So okay, so example on here, so I cut off on this side of the score line. On this one, I want to cut off on this side. So it's on the farthest end, because what happens is you want to make sure that you don't have too much extra paper here for when you're tucking it in. So then we're just going to go through and do the same on all 4 corners and just cutting it off on the outside of that score line. Okay, so now what we're going to do is turn it over, and we're going to take this corner and fold it down to that scored line, trying to keep it as even as possible there. And then we'll just go and do that. We'll turn it around and do the same corner on all 4 corners. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see where that score line is, but it kind of helps because you'll see where that corner, where the cut was. And then just keep following that all the way around. Okay, so now you have an option. You can glue these down if you don't like them flopping around. So, for example, on my card, so let's get it closed back up again. Tuck this under here. Okay, so on my card, I did not glue these down, but you can if you don't want them flopping open like that. I like them open because to me they look more like a pinwheel than glued down would look, but it's totally up to you. So I'm going to leave this the way it is and not glue it down. And then you just turn it over and you just start with one side, fold that over, fold this over, and then fold this over and fold this over. And then this last one, You're just going to tuck it in underneath that last flap there so that you can have your little pinwheel pocket. And then when you open it up, then there's the circles that I wanted on the inside. And then you can put anything you want in here. Like I had a sentiment, but you could put anything really. So there you go. I hope that that was helpful for at least the one person who wanted to see how I did it. And hopefully it's going to be helpful to somebody else who wanted to see and just didn't ask. Okay, well, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this little tutorial and this video. And if you did, you can show me your joy by giving it a thumbs up. Okay, well, until my next video, have fun crafting, everyone. And remember, choose joy, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.